The next wine we're going to try, also from the '07 vintage. However, it's going to be from a section of the vineyard right up where we were by the tree.
Okay.
We actually call this one Claim 51. It's
nice.
One of our reserved here. We only make about 100 cases of this wine a year, so it's a 4-barrel selection of the very top dogs in the cellar.
Wow.
So.
And what's the price point on this? I didn't ask on that.
Well, the first wine that you tasted is $28 retail.
Okay.
Now this is a significant step up. This is our top wine, and it's $48.
Okay.
So.
Still relatively affordable.
In the grand scheme of things, we like to think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we're big believers in over-delivering.
You know, it's funny. We've talked to a few wineries in our travels and wine expedition, and look, there's nothing wrong with pricing a wine. You know, as you see appropriate, if the market will bear it. But I like to find winemakers and wineries that you know, try to make their wine approachable and attainable to the average wine drinker, and certainly at $150 a bottle, not as many people can enjoy it as at $48 a bottle.
Indeed.
A little darker color, a little more kick in the nose, just more intense fruit, you know. More intense on the palate too. There's an initial sort of burst of the fruit, and then it's followed by this nice sort of spicy layer, and then it kind of keeps tapering off and tapering off. Nice long finish, really, really nice fruit. And like you said, I mean, it's the creme of the creme. It's the best fruit on the property. 4 barrels.
4 barrels.
Having a little taste of one of 4 barrels. That's a 2007 Claim 51, right near the tree. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time pouring this one out, but maybe I'll just have a little taste. You know, it's the big brother of the first wine we tasted. Just more intense, more robust, but not losing any of the elegance. Yummy, if I use a non-technical wine term.
Yummy works.
Yep.
And then finally, we're actually going to go back to the '06 vintage.
Okay.
Way up at the top of the property, we have a section of the vineyard that we call Hansen.
Okay.
This was planted in '99. It's about, well, just under 2 acres. And one of the uber reserves on the property kind of walks hand in hand with the Claim 51. '06, I think, '07, very elegant, graceful. '06 was a very warm vintage. So the wines tend to be bigger, a little more robust in style, let's say.
So this is probably going to be bigger than the last one we had.
Yes, indeed.
Why Hansen? What's that name pertaining to?
The Hansen, actually, Carolyn and Dennis Devine, who are the owners here, Hansen was Carolyn's maiden name.
Oh.
So it is named in honor of her family, and they also have a grandson who is named Hansen.
Nice.
So.
We met Dennis very briefly when we pulled up to the property. A very nice man and very gracious host. So we're certainly in appreciation of him and you two guys for hanging out well past clock off time here at Witness Tree. Although I guess during this time of year, the job is never really done, is it? As we talked about, sleep is a commodity you don't get to enjoy right now. So yeah, again, a much darker color than the first wine, certainly on par with the last one.
I think it should also be said that this particular section of vineyard, in the Hansen section, these are also our highest density plantings. So not only is it the highest elevation site, this section of vineyard is planted at right around 2,200 vines per acre.
And was that a choice for a reason? Was there why did that happen that way? Just coincidence? Or?
Well, no. The thought process is that higher density plantings, you're going to ask each individual vine for fewer clusters per plant. So the vine is going to be focusing all of its energy into those fewer clusters, so you're getting more concentration,
intense
more
concentration.
depth, more character.
Right. Well, the nose is certainly intense. Similar to the last wine, a little darker somehow. Yeah, that fruit is hearty. I mean,
that's a big wine.
you could eat a steak with this glass of wine.
Indeed.
I mean, it's hearty fruit, and again, it's got a lot of that sort of spicy characteristic underneath, and it doesn't want to quit. It's still going in my mouth right now.
Really long finish in this wine.
Yeah, man. And you attribute that long finish to the particular piece of land, or to the 06 harvest?
I think both, actually.
Okay.
The intensity from the concentration within the fruit, and then the 06 harvest. The 06 Hansen is really, Hansen had been made for 2 years prior to that.
94, yeah, was the first official Hansen release. It was planted in
2004,
99.
yeah.
Okay.
But 06 is when, in my personal opinion, when Hansen really started to define itself.
Gotcha.
As its standalone.
Well, it sounds like it picked an interesting year to do so, in that it was a particularly difficult harvest that year, or a challenging harvest. Funny, my glass is almost empty. This is not one that I'm eager to pour out. Well, I have to tell you, gentlemen, I'm certainly glad we had a chance to come to Witness Tree today. Some amazing Pinot, an incredible piece of property, and great folks. So, Heath, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Stephen?
Thank you.
Great to meet you.
Pleasure.
There you have it, folks. Neil Myers from WineExpedition.com here at Witness Tree Vineyards, signing off. Cheers.